Hello fellas. Today is the 19th of July, which is a special day for me, and maybe you remember, maybe not, but that's the day when we adopted Bertha, the dog. Maybe you've heard the story. It's on my channel on a few videos, and it was much years ago. I think 2014, if I'm not lying myself. Um, Back at those times, it was my father's name's day, and we were at this restaurant in the hood, eating fries, I think, yeah, fries with cheese, and it was night, like dark, maybe, I don't know, 10 o'clock, something like that, and there was this dog they were talking about, a homeless dog, a boxer, and they call it Boxy. Which is wow, such a creative name. So this Boxy was coming, they said sometimes, like every 3 days, maybe. To eat there. They fed her. So it's gonna be a bit hard to play and talk, but anyways, I'll try my best. Um, yeah, Boxy, she wasn't a fancy dog. I mean, she looked very beaten up and okay. She had those tumors on her, those black balls, sickness, something like cancer, I don't know. And they treated her nice. They gave her food. They cared for her, but she didn't seem happy there. And I don't know if it was something spontaneous for my father, or maybe there was a reason for it. Well, there definitely was a reason, but I don't know if the reason was reasonable. He decided to take this dog, maybe it was just because he was biased from the holiday or something, I don't know, but he just said, let's take her, so I don't remember how exactly, but maybe we went to the shop and got a collar, or maybe we already had one, and we took her with us. I'm not sure if it was the same day or a day later. My memory is kind of mixed up, but up. Okay. So, yeah, we walked her a bit. I think it was the same day because I have those memories from the night, and we took her for a walk in the hood. So we were like, yeah, we have a new dog, like great stuff, and she really seemed very sad and not being cared of, like my father, he got a theory that she was being treated very poorly by some people just for her children, to be sold on the market. uh, so after that they kicked her out. That was his theory, on her life before we met her. And he was like, he thought they're from another city, and they just ran out of here and left her here in Sliven. So I'm kind of lagging. My brain, I mean not the game, but it's hard to me to talk and play. I haven't played in a lot of time, by the way. So yeah, that was his theory on her, and we tried to care for her, not something whatsoever, like we didn't buy her expensive food, but we just gave her usual meat, stuff like that, bread, whatever, whatever humans eat, you know, like, because dogs and humans, they eat most of the food that they would find. I mean, dogs don't exactly eat the sweet stuff, but you know, there is some district to it. So anyways, and we really put some effort to do something good for her, because uh, from a good heart, and also maybe for a perspective for her being a friend of ours, because maybe, I don't know, maybe my father was lonely, because at that time, you know, they were already divorced with my mother, and he didn't have a quote-unquote girlfriend, you know, another woman with him. So maybe he kind of got the idea because of his loneliness. Although we are always with him, you know. Well, not always literally, but as his children, most of the time. Um, Even if we're not there, we're thinking about him, and he's thinking about us. So he's not really lonely, but you know, like, not in the literal meaning. So maybe that was part of the reason why we took her with us. And I was actually quite happy with her. I felt her like a good friend of mine. And although she was eating poop, which is very weird, but yes, maybe out of necessity, you know. Uh, that's a first theory, that, you know, because hunger can make you do stuff that you don't think that you'll do. And the second theory is that, you know, actually some animals really do eat poop, believe it or not. And because of its vitamins in there, the vitamins in the poop are not the same vitamins that are in the food, um, because when the food goes through the intestines, right? Um, when it does that, there is some bacteria that add extra vitamins to it, like B12, you know, which is cyancobalamine, right? So yeah, that was a weird habit of hers, but you know, we didn't punish her for that. I mean, my father kind of did try some punish reward methods of treating, you know, making her quote unquote listening dog, you know, a baying one. Yeah, he has this thing in his character, so it's not specific. It's an overall part of his character. I don't know what are those stars over there. So, continuing the story, she was actually quite a nice smile, you know, like, I felt like she loved the atmosphere in our home and the care we gave to her, but you never know really. So um, but you know, when I played tanky there, I was playing a lot then, and there was still moon silence at that time, and well, screw you, man. Yeah, anyway, screw you. um so when I was playing moon silence, and she was like, you know, not really happy, but I don't know, I felt something about her, like something was happening when that sound was there, and like it was magic for her. And also when I was watching Doctor Who, at that time I was also watching a lot of Doctor Who, if you know this serial, and I felt like there's some magic in those two stuff, the moon silence sound and the Doctor Who movie. um I felt like she really loved them, you know. And also, I really wanted to do some pictures of her, but I overall I have just one video, and that's all, which is kind of sad. But it's not that, uh, you know, there shouldn't be any regret upon this because, well, uh, it already ended, so nothing to worry about. And what else to say about her? Yeah, she was an orange boxer, and actually, yeah, uh, we almost managed to heal her tumors. She, uh, a bit after we adopted her, we saw that she was probably beaten up because she felt afraid of sticks. Like my father tested her once, like uh, kind of shaking a stick towards her. He didn't hit her, although he had hit her with another thing, but that's another topic. Uh, but he tested her once, like he just moved the stick towards her without really hitting her, and she like shivered, like shiver. I don't know if I'm saying the exact word, but yeah, it felt like that. So we had this theory that she was beaten up, and well, I screwed myself up. So yeah, I don't know what else. What else about her? She felt like my best friend, at least to me, I felt her like my best friend, to be more exact, and she was a remarkable thing in my life. Like, she gave me a lot of lessons, and I learned a lot from her. I think the whole experience, even though she died, it was worth it because it was. She gave me a lot to think on, and a lot of food for thought, as they say. So yeah, that's it. That's the story, kind of. And thank you guys for watching this video. It's been, I don't know how many years. I'll see it when I'll write it in the title when I see it, but I think it's 3 years. Yeah, they're 3 years from her adoption, and she was a great warrior. I knew that she wanted to live. Thank you for watching.